Welcome to World Talks. This is Zahid. Talking about the world, the continents in the world are 7: Asia, Africa, Europe, North America, South America, Australia, Antarctica. The least populated continent in the world, Antarctica. Just up to 5,000 people are living there. Whenever we talk about the states or countries in the world, there are 195, excluding 2 states, Holy See and Palestine. These are not recognized by the United Nations. Today we are talking about South Asia, a region in Asia continent. It occupies 10% land area of the total continent of Asia, which makes 25% of the total population of the world. Its population is near about 2 billion. The countries are a state in South Asia: Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Maldives. Major water bodies in South Asia: Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean and Arabian Sea.
Major rivers in South Asia: Indus, Ganges and Brahmaputra. Indus. It rises in Himalayas mountain in Tibet, crossing the boundary of disputed Kashmir and finally enters into Pakistan and empties into the Arabian Sea. Ganges River, which is known as the Padma River in Bangladesh, it also originates from Himalayas mountain and crossing from India and Bangladesh and finally empties into the Bay of Bengal. Brahmaputra, it also originates from the North Himalayas in Tibet and passes through India and Bangladesh. It joins Padma River in Bangladesh and known as the Meghna River, and it also empties into the Bay of Bengal. The third desert, also known as the Great Indian Desert, it covers around 2 lakh kilometers square and makes a natural boundary between India and Pakistan. The Himalayas, which is up to 2,410 km long. The most famous of these is Mount Everest, which rises to more than 8,839 meters above the sea level.
Indus Valley Civilization before 2500 BC. First great civilization in the world in the region of South Asia. Decline of the first civilization started from 17 BC. After that, new group of people started to move in the area known as Aryan. The first invader, Chandragupta Maurya, established an emperor in that region that lasted from 320 to 180. The last and the great emperor of that empire was Ashoka. After 500 years of that dynasty, Gupta dynasty had been established that lasted from 320 to 550 century. By the 700, Muslim missionaries that started to move in India. By 1100, Muslim army had occupied the area in northern India. By the 16th, England had become the leading power in Europe after the success of East India Company. By the mid of 17th, England had occupied the most area in that region. Changes had been introduced like reorganization of the education system. A British trained lawyer acted as a leader for a Hindu community, while on the other hand, Muslim community was leading by Muhammad Ali Jinnah. In August 1947, British India was divided into 2 states, India and Pakistan.
Pakistan consisted on 2 parts, East Pakistan and West Pakistan. In 1971, East Pakistan revolted and declared itself as the independent state of Bangladesh. In 1972, Sri Lanka got independence from British, while Nepal and Bhutan, both states, remained independent of the British. Afghanistan was settled around 7000 BC. Alexander the Great conquered Afghanistan in 330 BC. Mongols invaded in the 30th century. In 1747, Pashtun elders held a council meeting called Aloya Jirga and created the Kingdom of Afghanistan. The British and Afghan fought in 3 wars in 19th and 20th centuries, but the Afghan finally defeated the British in 1999 and formed an independent monarchy in 1921.
The countries in South Asia like Sri Lanka and Pakistan suffering from economic crisis, while catastrophic floods in Pakistan. Overall economic growth has been dampening in the region, says World Bank. The countries like India have recovered more strongly than the others country in the world. Disputed territory of Kashmir had been sparked 2 wars between India and Pakistan in 1947 and 1965. In 2003, both states have maintained a ceasefire which is fragile because regular exchange of fire across the contested border known as line of control. In 2016, Modi's visit to Pakistan, it was expecting peace talks between India and Pakistan, but the momentum of peace talks came to an end in 2016. A militant attack our Indian army base near LOC. In 2001, following a terrorist attack in United States. In return, US with its ally attacked Afghanistan and drove Taliban from power in 2001. In 2004, Afghanistan adopted its current constitution, electing Hamid Karzai.
In 2020, the Taliban and Afghan government began to discuss a peace treaty. US President Donald Trump planned to remove US troops from the country by May 2021. His successor Joe Biden extended the date for the withdrawal to August 31 of that year. After nearly 20 years of US occupation in Afghanistan, the United States' longest war was going to end.